Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 77 of Factorio with the Space Exploration mod, where we just built a new steel outpost that should help us a little bit with producing more low density structure. And now we just want to try and fix our old rocket silo so we can actually send some automated resources into space, hopefully. We have just had a problem with when we have low power here, we don't get a signal, and that means all of them will just insert whatever they can, which is a bit stupid, but I'm unsure about how to fix that. We could, I guess, power or use some combinator of some sort that outputs a signal that also has to be true for these to work. But we can't do two conditions in here, so we would still need a combinator for each of them to combine the two signals. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to remove all of these, because they're set up okay, I guess. But maybe we just should. Sure, let's do it. We will start over with this, see what we can do. I'm just going to move this down a bit. Dang it. Take the necessary things. Put this back in. Have a look at our signal here. That tells us everything we have in orbit in the logistics system at least, and whatever chests we have connected as well. And that signal is what we want to try to use to limit input of more resources from here. But that is difficult when power fluctuates every now and then. If we just start with one thing here. And tell this some stuff. You are not allowed to work. If we have more than 2,000 of these in space, you're disabled. If we have more, you are allowed to work if we have less. But then, if our combined counts of everything doesn't fill this up, we don't know if we want to launch it or not. Ideally, we would want to launch it if just one of the resources was low enough. And we could do that, I guess. That's possible. We would have to give it a signal though, a simple signal. So we would have to still read all of the inputs that we want to handle here. And if one of them is 0, we launch. But if we lose power, all of them become 0 and we launch. Dang it, why does this have to be difficult? The least problematic answer, but the hardest to implement, I guess, is to never lose power. But I've failed that so many times that I can't really rely on that. But maybe manually launching this is still okay, because we can do that from orbit when we need something. So we disable this, and then we just have to fix these. And I think we can only fix those with more combinators. So I really need more red wire, as it's annoying to have to go into satellite mode every time you have to place wires, but I guess I will live with it. If green signal or green circuits. What we need is an AND gate, I think. I am just doing this as I get to it, because I don't really know what I'm trying to do, to be honest. If this is less than 2000, output something. Just give it a green, I think. Wire. Is this outputting? But currently we're not getting a signal of this, and that's the problem. We need a green signal or something. And this have to combine a green signal and something else, a power signal, to a green signal. And since we only have a green signal and no power signal currently, then we are not in circuit. But how do we get a power signal? Do we just measure all of these signals and see if we have any signal at all? Which we should be able to do. If anything more than 0. Then it should only output as long as we have a signal. And of course that will also stop it in case we use up everything we have in orbit and have no items available. But I don't think that will ever happen. Okay, I need to be able to read the output of these. And I need to move that a bit away. Okay. What do we have? No signal from here because I don't output anything. P for power. Just one. We output a red P. Good. This one. Do we have less than 2000? We are combining all these signal and that's fine. We do not have less than 2000, is that correct? That is correct. if we just up that to 5,000. This should be connected, right? Also, we have so many wires. Let's remove this one again. This power pole I'm just going to remove. This is our combined signals. And maybe we just allow that to be in here. That just makes it worse though. Can we... How is it you disconnect this like that? Okay. That'll have to be unpowered, maybe. It can power from here. Okay. If these all connected, they aren't. This is just important at the end here. This outputs a power signal, this outputs a green signal. If green and power output green. But we aren't outputting a green signal, why not? Because we don't get a green signal. This is connected to input of both of those. We only have 4,400. That is less than 5,000. It doesn't work with input count apparently. Okay. Now you are working. But you will just keep on working until we send a rocket. That's not good. We do have to measure how much is in here as well, so it will stop itself. I don't want the signals to be mixed up though, so we have to put this in here. So now we have a signal of 5,100 green circuits, and so we have stopped. But if we take those out, it works again until we reach 5,000. Yep. Good. We only need one of these to measure if we have power or not. So that could probably be moved out of the way. Wait, what? Oh no, this is a combination of it. This is the one that can be moved out of the way. So we don't need more than one of these. But we need many of those and many of these. And we'll just leave space in here for power, I think. And then we need wires. Because these that are getting... Wait, this is counting items. Those can all be connected. This is getting its count in and the power signal in. But if we want to connect all of these, we are not allowed to use a red signal between them, because we will then output green signals from all of them, and then all will work if just one thing is missing. So we have to use green wires between here and remove the red one. Good. And then we need these. And we're just connecting those. For some reason I want to change the color for red or green, just to have vertical wires being red and horizontal wires being green, I guess. Could this have been done in a simpler way? Probably. Did we connect? These are not connected with green. They need to be, if we want this to stay green. Is there a reason why this can't just be red? Items here plus items here, isn't it okay to combine those? I think so. So basically we want to copy paste this. And then we just have to change this part. And the request, of course. Shouldn't this just work? I think so. So next, red circuits. We don't have any in space. And that does not prevent anything, because we have an anything check, which would be better than just checking if we have anything. So red circuits. This gets both signals, good, so this would be allowed to insert. And what else do we have that we are sending with the rocket? Sciences, of course, currently at least. This stuff, solar panels, blue circuits. Why not keep the circuits together? Good. I just need this to get to somewhere where I trust it. Because then we can just send it whenever we need one thing. And don't feel like we're wasting too much fuel, I guess. Copper we do not need to put in here. Rough data storage. I don't think we could send that with cannons. Data, no. But that is something we need here. West. Change this. And that is allowed to input because we have only 4,900. We need to limit some of these differently, I think. But for now, 5 rows of this is acceptable, I think. We only get 2.5 rows of each of these. That's all fine. Well, blue circuits is also 5 rows. That's okay. Efficiency modules. We do not want 5,000 of these. Maybe 1,000. That's 2 rows. Or maybe we do want 5,000. I don't know. We'll see. We can always scale it up later. That's a lot easier than scaling down, at least. Whoops. We need solar panels. Those we will also just take 2,000 off, because we need them for more than science. To produce the flat solar panels. But we currently have 5,000 in space. Okay, good. Also, we have 3,000 of these, so when we set that limit, I set the wrong thing. I think I set 1,000 of these. Good. Those are set up correctly. Then, what? Sciences, I'm just holding off a bit on these. Because I don't really know if we want more of this up in space. We want to produce it in space at some point. But until then it would probably be good to have it set. Was that everything we were trying to send? I mean, otherwise we should have had it here, right? We did have this for some reason in the silo. But I don't think we were requesting that. Also, I've been keeping this here for some reason. Actually, that should just go into the network instead. As well as something else, I think. Maybe not. Never mind. If we copy this up here. And we transfer the signals as well. Are all of these red ones combined? No. This one is the only thing we have here. But they could be combined, right? Because this just outputs a P signal, which we don't use for anything else than for these. I will just include that there, because then we can just transfer this to both of these, and then we're good. Well, we could also just have the connection here, I guess. And skip it here. Sure. And this is connected to everything. Yes, good. So we can set up science now, I guess. I will leave these for non-science though. Red, green. And I just want 1,000, I think. To begin with. Again, we can scale up later. Green science. It's just 5 stacks, so let's at least go to 2,000. That's one row. Military blue. Military. And again, I'm just keeping the space behind the rocket empty because I can't see what's going on back there. So, connect across. Set those up for blue. And then just purple. Not purple, orange. I don't know. Rocket science. My brain is gone, I guess. Okay. And then we require power for all of that. And since we already have a lot of science in space, we are not sending more. Good. And that's everything we needed for now. Seems like we could send a lot more circuits up. But maybe that's because we already have most of the circuits. No, wait, we were needing red circuits. Yeah, we have 5,000 here. We have more than 3,000 blues. Blue is fine though. And green is fine. I feel like this is not a lot of red circuits though. But maybe we should just send it as it is. Aren't we also sending blue modules to space? Or is it only green? What are these used for? That should also be in space, right? I think so. Though I don't remember for what tier it is needed. If it is needed. Let's just have a look in here. Actually, can we just see it here? Green modules, red modules for red science. So it is down here somewhere. Yep. And we have 300 available currently, so that would also be a good thing to get set up. That. And how many of those are we requesting? 1,000. Okay. That seems good. And as long as we just bring... Well, we could... What I'm trying to say is we could just take this to space from now on, as long as we don't want to fill it up with too much. Because we still have a lot of space here, if we wanted to go now. And we would only bring stuff that we need anyway. Plus whatever I bring. I think that's good. Now we can skip some, or get rid of some of this stuff, I guess. Did we get our train home? Yes, we did. So we could put our landfill in there. Good. How are we doing on low density? Quite well. That's pretty awesome. Good. Does that mean that steel is good now? It's good enough, I guess. We could upgrade this to red belt, but apparently we lack glass more. Okay. So that's our current bottleneck. But let's try and ignore that for now. We also needed to bring everything needed to build the machines for this stuff. So for radiation facilities, laser facilities, and electromagnetics facilities. Maybe supercomputers as well, if we don't have enough of those. Radiation. We need uranium fuel cells. And stuff that we already have up there. So we just bring some fuel cells. Good. Did we already put some stuff in here? No. Good. Because I want to take this rocket next. Why don't we just leave all production for things we need for a suit? Because then we have it for when we need to upgrade as well. Shouldn't we have done that a long time ago? Probably yes. Are we not making blue modules for rocket science? Yes. But apparently those are not available to the robots. Or I put it all in manually. I guess that's mainly why. But now I want this to just run, to be honest. And I am just going to set up all production here. So green as well. Whoops. Are we going to set up all of these as well? Because they're needed for a new suit. I don't know. Sure, why not? It means less work for us, and it doesn't take a long time to set up. Just one of each of these suit will be stored though, unless they stack. And then batteries. Sure, 2 stacks. And roboports. All these intermediates shouldn't really stack too much, or build up too much. So let's try and prevent that a bit. Good. We need these as well. They stack, so let's just keep 1 stack. And they need uranium fuel cells, so let's grab more of those. How many do we need per reactor? 4. So not bad. Oh. We're actually outputting stuff here, that's awesome. And we're actually lacking uranium-238, of all things. Because mining is not good enough. Okay. How have we gotten anything out of here? That seems like a bug in my system. It should only happen... No, wait, when this belt merges with this, okay. How are we getting so much out of here, though? Because we're taking from out here, okay. It's fine. We actually are supposed to output stuff, and it just isn't full all the time, and that's okay. It's less buffered, and we should be safe. Even if these threw out too much stuff. So I'm fine with it. I'm fine with everything, I think. Good. We had some spent fuel cells that we probably bring over there. Right after we put this into the system. As well as this. So we have these at least. Do we have others? I don't think so. Good. We'll just bring those by hand for now. Good. That'll give us a little bit more uranium-238. We wanted to bring some accumulators to orbit as well. And they also needed for some of the nice machines we need, so let's be sure to bring some of these. Good. Is it time to go through this now? I think so. We already did uranium fuel cells, or nuclear fuel, or whatever it's called. I want to try and remember the name. Uranium fuel cell, as opposed to nuclear fuel. Okay. This we should have everything for now. This we need laser turrets for, and accumulators. We did at one point make these, and we did good. Also, we still have these available, that's good. Not sure why we decided to make these here, if we didn't want to make everything else, but now we have made improvements. Also, new suit for me. We need 5 of these. They are slow. That's okay. Want at least 2 of these. I'm not sure if we want more. They take a lot of space, and we still need space for our roboports. And flying things. Actually, in orbit we don't need too many of these. We could probably do with this. Putting in more power. And just having 1 of these. Not that we really need power. We're not doing a lot in space at any one time. We're not building big builds. Oh wait, we need to produce these as well. Jetpacks. Jetpack. They require a basic jetpack. Any other equipment we want? Grappling gun. I never tried the grappling gun. And someone in the comments mentioned it. Maybe I've been missing out. But if it requires ammo, I'm going to be annoyed with it, so that's maybe part of why I didn't try it. So we can shoot somewhat far. And I mean, it can help us move, but I think I'd rather just fly around. Also, each of these have 10 shots. Okay, so it's not too bad. I guess I'll keep it, but I don't see a real use for it, to be honest. How about we just go 6 of these and 6 roboports? We would like to have this over here, though. I think. To not be pushed around by belts. But maybe that's not too annoying. Maybe we should wait until we feel like we need it. So these 3 are still for this suit, that's good. These we're bringing to orbit. I don't know if we need more. It was for the laser facility, we just need 10 per, so we have enough for 11 machines. That's more than enough, I believe. We only needed 2, I think. Yeah. For this part at least. Yep. Put suit in there as well. Good. Next part. Electromagnetics facility. More accumulators. Let's just bring more. And supercomputers is what? Stuff that we already have. Good. And that's all of it then. We have space manufactories. We are doing this currently. We're doing this. We can do this soon if we can make the blank data cards. We should make new production of that though, but currently we're making them here. I think I'm just going to move that over. Because, well, this is where we want to build expandable stuff. Though again, it is temporary, so maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. If it works, why fix it? Good. So we could potentially go back to space now. I did put some barrels down here to fill with heavy oil and stuff. This should really be brought by cannon though. Also these. So I think we're going to set up barrel shooting for this. Can we... No, we've already messed up this possibility of a blueprint. This is not set, so we can do this. And then we just need to manage the wires. What is connected to what? These are connected to everything. Shouldn't they just be connected to the power pole? Dang it. And then maybe each other. Am I doing stupid stuff now? Maybe. No, those are not connected. Never mind. Oh, it is just connected to here. I was removing a connection, I think. What are you connected to now? Nothing, that's why you're inserting everything. And we're probably damaging stuff. Maybe, maybe not. Wire to there. Why? Oh, so this connects to that one and to this one. And then to the previous and next pole. It just looks like everything was connected to each other. It wasn't. That was my bad. So these don't... They weren't. This doesn't need to be connected to there. It isn't. They're just connected to their own poles. Okay. Whatever. That connects to there, that connects to here, and here. And then we can copy paste that. And continue the connection. And we can just build this a bit further. Good. This will be heavy oil barrel. You will be limited by heavy oil barrels. That's too much, I think. How did we limit this? To 100? That's probably better. And there you go. And this will be lubricant. Lubricant. And 100. Good. So that's two more things taken care of, I think. What else can we spend our time on before we have to go up? These stack too much to have 2 stacks of them. So give me those, put 1 in, and put them back. Two of those. Okay. I think we're good here. Why do I have a power armor? Because I built it myself earlier, of course, but yeah. Good. I think we are now ready to go back to orbit again. Hopefully. Except for all the stuff I forgot. So let's do that. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.